little time to return to your center. Draw your awareness inward. So you can place a blanket under your sits bones, prop your knees up. It's nice to have in your seat your um, pelvis be tipped slightly forward. So elevating your sits bones, those two bony protrudences, um, on a blanket or a little bit of a perch. If you're laying down, make yourself comfortable. And you can keep your eyes open or you can close your eyes. So if your eyes are open, it's great to softly gaze at one point that's not moving. That helps to, you know, fix your focus, fix your mind. So basically, reduce any distractions and help you to find some inward connection. And then as you find either your seat or you're laying on the ground, maybe on a blanket, pillow behind your neck, just begin to notice your breath, the inhale and the exhale. So feel that rhythm again as it is, no need to change things. And just notice where you're starting your practice from this evening. And so as you notice your breath, you might also notice your physical body, right? Being a spirit in a body or, experiencing this human life in this physical body. So notice how that is right now. And again, meet yourself where you're at. Maybe you have some discomfort. Maybe you're holding maybe your shoulders or some sort of area of your body, your hips, and just notice. So, taking stock of where you're starting from. You might also notice your mind. Sometimes we call it the monkey mind, always spinning webs of stories. So, notice your mind where things are right now. So, meditation that I have worked with, more so insight meditation, Vipassana meditation, it's not about pushing things away, right? It's not about, um, you know, having to keep the thoughts from coming in. Instead, be open to things as they are. And that is where we can start to experience some peace instead of having to do something, be a certain way. This is exactly where you need to be right now. And sometimes it's nice to find some physical stillness in your seat, but sometimes you need to shift around and move. So I'm going to invite you to notice that perch, whether it be laying on the ground or seated on a blanket. Maybe you just want to shift back and forth a little bit, find a little movement. Eventually, see if you can find your center. And let's come back to the breath. So we're just noticing the inhale and the exhale. And sometimes you can use the breath as an anchor or your seat. The sensation of your sits bones in the mat is an anchor. So, an anchor in the sense of bringing yourself back to that present moment. But instead of, being hard on ourselves when we drift off, we just might notice we're someplace else and then come back to the breath. Just notice the inhale and notice the exhale. Sometimes breath can be a challenging anchor for people because it can be the seat of anxiety for some people. And that, in that sense, you can notice your sits bones in your seat, the feeling of being on a perch. And it's just kind of a way just to come back to that present moment while noticing the mind, the planning, maybe noticing fatigue, maybe something happened today that's been consuming your mind. Maybe that comes through. So as we sit and become more of the observer of our experience, we allow things to settle. Almost like if you had a snow globe and you shook it, that's like us being in our daily lives with other people, with our obligations. And then you set it on the table, and eventually all of the snow just begins to accumulate on the ground. The water becomes clear. And in that moment are little pockets of peace, right? A time where you can let your guard down. Just take your time, be completely yourself, right? We know that change is a constant. It's one of the only thing we can count on. And our thoughts are changing, our emotions are changing. And as we sit and observe, we notice that one troublesome thought pattern or that one troublesome emotional cycle, it actually isn't always going on. It's changing and evolving. Right? We can just let go of our grasp a little bit on it. Sometimes when things are challenging, we tend to cling on to it more, right? But here, think about bringing some kindness to yourself, letting things be as they are. We'll just take a few minutes and I'll stop talking. And you can just have that experience of being the witness, noticing what it's like, right, to be in your body, to be in the body, to have a mind and have an energy and emotions. And again, bring some kindness and care, just as you would to a friend who came over for a cup of tea. Remember, if you get carried away into some sort of habitual pattern of thinking, you can just notice your seat, the sensation of your breath, and bring some care and kindness towards yourself into the moment, into the practice. Just, you know that things are just as they need to be right now. And by allowing things to be as they are, we can actually find some peace and also grow and transform. Wherever you are, you can slowly begin to deepen your breath. Just begin to move your body intuitively. And then you can blink open your eyes if your eyes are closed. And then just take a moment to look around the space that you're in, noticing this present moment here. As Thich Nhat Hanh says, dwelling in the present moment. I know this is the only moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you for
Yes.
walking us through that. Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
and
me. It's such a special thing to do this with you.
I know Karen's in Maine and I'm here in
Yeah.
Montana, so this
In
is
Montana.
fun.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
awesome.
Kate. Hi, Kate. I'm glad you were here. Some weird comments tonight. I don't know if those are bots or real people, but we're going to ignore that. But
Yeah.
we won't ignore Kate. Thank you for being here. And any other actual humans that are here and are kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone's interested in Karen's yoga class, I put the link to her website in the chat up at the top. Hi, ma'am. I'm glad you're here too. We've got people from all over.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that's the coolest thing.
I know. And we know that life is not easy. So we need to practice our peace.
Yeah, and it's nice having small chunks of time. Sometimes I
Mm,
think we have too big of expectations for ourselves, and then we don't do anything at all.
yeah.
Every moment counts.
Hmm. Very much so. Kristen, is that you? Is that Kristen? Kristen Scioli? Kristen? I feel like it might be, but I'm not sure. Chris. Anyways, take care, everyone. Everyone have a good night. Karen, maybe we'll have you back sometime.
Oh, thank
I know, Kate.
you.
I've missed you guys, so I will try to do this more often. Life just got crazy and busy, but here we are. Every time I sit down here, I'm glad I did. So
Yeah, we start again every day.
yeah, yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye, Karen. I'll
Yeah,
see you
bye.
maybe Friday morning.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
Bye.